Welcome to Birds of Australia, where we learn and guess the kind of bird we see. There are lots of unusual and stunningly beautiful birds in Australia that are worth discovering. What kind of bird has a big, fluffy crest on their heads that they can raise up like a mohawk when they're excited, surprised, or showing off? They are super smart and can solve puzzles, open locks, and learn tricks. When they get loud, they can be really loud, like 100 decibels. Oh, that's as loud as a chainsaw. They are very social and live in flocks. They use their strong beaks to chew on wood, toys, branches, and sometimes even furniture if they're pets. They even have best friends and mates they stay with for life. What kind of bird is this? This loud and smart bird with a fun mohawk-like crest is called a cockatoo. In the wild, cockatoos can live over 40 years, and in captivity, even longer. Some live to be 70 years old. Australia is home to several types of cockatoos. This is one of Australia's funniest birds, and can laugh like real people. They are famous for their loud, cackling call that sounds like they're laughing. It's often heard at sunrise and sunset. They're sometimes called the bushman's clock because their laughing call is so loud in the early morning. People say this bird is nature's alarm clock. Their laughter is actually a way to show territory, telling other birds, "This spot is mine." They have strong beaks that help them catch and hold onto their food. They love to eat insects, snakes, lizards, worms, and even small mice, and will sit still and watch, then swoop down quickly to catch their dinner. They're like little bird ninjas. What kind of bird is this? This bird, known for its loud laughing call, is called a kookaburra. There's a famous song about them. Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree. "Merry, merry king of the bush is he," is a classic Australian children's song. They live in family groups. Kookaburras live in cozy family flocks. Older siblings often help raise the younger chicks. What kind of bird can't fly, but they can run fast? They're the second biggest bird in the world, only the ostrich is bigger. This bird can grow up to 6 feet tall. That's taller than most grown-ups. They don't chirp or sing. They make low booming and drumming sounds using a special pouch in their throat. They love shiny things. They are curious and often peck at shiny or colorful objects they see, even car keys or jewelry. They have powerful legs with 3 toes. They use them for running and even for defending themselves by kicking. What kind of large bird is this? This is called an emu. Emus lay eggs that are large and have a beautiful dark green color, almost like a giant avocado. Dad does all the babysitting. After the female lays the eggs, the male emu sits on them for about 8 weeks. He doesn't eat much while keeping the eggs warm. After they hatch, he takes care of the chicks. That's great family teamwork. They're not white, they're black. Even though they look big and heavy, they are great flyers and can travel hundreds of miles to find food or water. There's a surprise under their wings. When they fly, you'll see white feathers under their wings that are usually hidden when they're swimming. They make musical sounds. They can honk and whistle and sound a bit like a trumpet or even a flute. What is this black, beautiful bird? This is a black swan. Most swans are white, but black swans have shiny black feathers and bright red beaks. They're super special. Black swans are native to Australia. That means they come from there and aren't found naturally anywhere else in the world. Black swans usually mate for life. They stay together with their swan partner and raise baby cygnets as a team. Baby black swans are called cygnets, and they're born soft and gray. Not black. They turn black as they grow up. Black swans are gentle and elegant, but they will hiss or flap if they think you're too close to their babies. They are a symbol of beauty and surprise. In history, people thought all swans were white, until explorers found black swans in Australia. Now they remind people that surprises can be beautiful. They're nature's best decorators. The male birds build fancy little houses called bowers to impress the ladies and decorate them like bird art studios. Some collect blue things, like berries, bottle caps, straws, flowers, and even socks to decorate their bowers. A bower isn't for sleeping or laying eggs. It's a display stage where the male dances and shows off his decorations to attract a mate. Once their bower is ready, the male bowerbird does a funny little dance and song to try to win the female's heart. What kind of bird is this? This is called a bowerbird. Each bowerbird has his own style. Just like artists, no two bowerbirds decorate the same way. Some use color, some use shiny things, and some even paint. There are many kinds of bowerbirds. Australia is home to different species. What kind of bird wags its tail all the time? This bird got its name because it's always wiggling and wagging its long black tail from side to side. Even though this bird is little, it's brave and bossy. It will chase away much bigger birds, even hawks, to protect its nest. They have shiny black feathers on top and a bright white belly, so they look like they're wearing a fancy suit. They love to sing and chat. These birds make lots of chirpy, whistling sounds, especially in the early morning. It sounds like they're always having a cheerful chat. They're friendly with people. These birds often live near houses, parks, and gardens. They're not shy at all and sometimes hop right up to people. They love to eat insects like flies, beetles, and moths. They zoom through the air catching bugs in mid-flight. What kind of bird is this? This wiggling waggling bird is called a willy wagtail. Willy wagtails make small cup-shaped nests out of grass and spider webs, strong and stretchy like nature's glue. They do funny dances. When they're excited or showing off, they bounce, hop, and wag their tails like they're doing a happy little dance. From backyards to farms to the outback, willy wagtails live almost everywhere in Australia. This magical-looking bird is one of Australia's tiniest bird. They are super tiny. They are only about as long as a pencil, around 5 inches, and weighs less than a slice of bread. The males are bright blue. During the breeding season, the males turn electric blue with shiny black markings. The girls look different. The females are brown with orange faces, but just as cute. The boys turn brown too when it's not breeding season. They wag their tails like a fan. They often hold their long tails straight up and wag them side to side like they're doing a little dance. They sing cheerful songs. Fairy-wrens love to sing high-pitched, tinkly tunes that sound like tiny bells or whistles. What kind of bird is this? This is called a superb fairy-wren. They're one of Australia's favorite birds. The superb fairy-wren is so well loved, it's even been named Bird of the Year in Australia. They give flower gifts. Male fairy-wrens sometimes bring pink or yellow petals to impress the females. How romantic! They are busy and bouncy. Fairy-wrens are always hopping, flitting, and zipping around. They almost never sit still. They hide in bushes. These little birds love dense shrubs and gardens, where they feel safe and cozy. What kind of bird in Australia sings the prettiest songs? These birds are amazing singers. Their songs sound like flutes, whistles, and warbles. Some people say it's like bird opera. They can also mimic sounds. These birds are smart and can copy noises they hear, like dogs barking, alarms, and even people talking. They have shiny black and white feathers, making them look like they're dressed up for a fancy party. They are super smart. They can remember faces, play games, and even work together to solve problems. Some scientists say they're as clever as a 5-year-old. What kind of bird is this? This smart and amazing singer is an Australian magpie. They live all over Australia. Magpies can be found in cities, suburbs, parks, and farms anywhere with open space and trees. They walk, not hop. Unlike many small birds that hop, magpies have a cool strut or walk as they search the ground for food. They eat bugs and crumbs. Magpies like to hunt for insects, worms, spiders, and grubs, but they'll also happily take a snack from your picnic if you drop it. They remember kindness. Magpies have great memories and can recognize people who are nice to them. Some even become friendly with humans. What kind of bird looks like a dinosaur? With their strong legs, colorful necks, and big claws, they look like they stepped right out of Jurassic Park. They can't fly, but they can run and jump. They are flightless, but they can run up to 30 miles per hour and jump over fences. They have a horn on their head. It's called a casque, and it helps them push through thick rainforest and maybe even hear low sounds. They live in the tropical rainforests of northern Australia, especially in Queensland, as well as Papua New Guinea. They're super colorful. They have bright blue skin, a red wattle-dangly neck part, and black, shaggy feathers that look like hair. What kind of bird is this? This dinosaur-looking colorful bird is called a cassowary. They're the third largest bird in the world. Cassowaries can be over 5 feet tall. They can be dangerous if scared. Cassowaries have sharp claws on their feet, including one like a dagger. They're shy but will defend themselves if they feel threatened. Without cassowaries, some rainforest plants wouldn't grow. They're known as a keystone species because they're so important. What is one of Australia's most mysterious and magical looking birds? It looks just like a tree branch. They are masters of disguise. When they sit still, they look exactly like a stick or broken branch. It's not an owl, but some people think it is. They're in a bird family all their own. They have big, wide, huge, flat mouths shaped like a frog's. They use them to catch flying insects. They are nocturnal, which means they sleep during the day and come out at night to hunt. They make funny sounds. They make a deep sound and sometimes even weird buzzes and grunts. Their feathers are speckled gray and brown, perfect for blending in with trees, bark, and shadows. When scared, they will stretch out, close its eyes, and pretend to be a stick sometimes for hours. What kind of bird is this? This is called a tawny frogmouth. It looks like a tree branch during the day. At night, they hunt moths, beetles, spiders, and even frogs or mice. They're great parents. Both the mom and dad help sit on the eggs and feed the chicks. They take turns keeping the babies warm and safe. They're found all across Australia, from cities to forests to deserts. Tawny frogmouths are everywhere, but you might not see them because they're hiding. What is this cool and quirky water bird from Australia? It's not a duck, but it sure looks like one. They swim like ducks. Hello, they're actually part of the rail family, not true ducks. It has a red face and yellow beak. These birds are mostly dark gray or black, but their bright red forehead and yellow tipped beak really stand out. Their long toes help them walk across floating plants like lily pads without sinking. They're great swimmers and walkers. They can paddle through water and walk on land. Sometimes you'll even see them run in. They love living in wetlands. They live near ponds, lakes, rivers, and swamps, especially where there are reeds and water plants to hide in. They can be noisy neighbors. They make loud karuk, karuk, and squawking sounds, especially when they're talking to each other or protecting their nests. What kind of bird is this? This swampy bird with a red face is called a dusky moorhen. They build floating nests. Their nests are made from reeds and grasses and float in the water or hide in plants near the water's edge. They're caring parents. Both the mother and father help raise the chicks, and older siblings might help feed the babies too. They're found across eastern Australia. From city parks to country ponds, dusky moorhens are common in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria, and even in backyard wetlands. I hope you enjoyed learning about some of the birds found in Australia. Thank you for watching.